headed to Times Square with the girlies. Outfit check. I have on this skirt from Addicted. Top professional jewelry is from Amazon. And I have to take the off perfume.
The neighbors, but they know your name.
She like, Poppy, I adore you. I'm like, baby, I ain't normal.
Wait. Yeah. Gang. Till I ain't in it. Yo.
Clean the house before we get started. For those in rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in out the door for your boy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments, hit the notification bell. Every bit of your engagement absolutely helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
What's up, girls? I'm headed to Times Square with the girlies. Outfit check. I have on this skirt from Addicted. Top professional jewelry is from Amazon. And I have to take the off perfume. That Kurt Geiger. Boost PLT. And yeah, let's go outside.
All right, y'all. The reason I'm doing this particular content is because I did a video about DEANTE, right? Saying that the vast majority of men that interact with women, they have these horrible experiences and all men are accountable for those effed up interactions. I fancy myself an intellectual that looks at things a little deeper than surface level. So I sat back, did a little bit of research, combed through social media to make my point. And what point am I making? These women don't seem afraid because Deontay Cal's content signified that women have to be hypervigilant in the places they go. They have to look around for safety. They are afraid of men so much so they'll choose a bear in the woods, and that we have to understand their perspective. We have to give them grace because they're just oh so afraid. Do any of these women look afraid? These women are half dressed. For the majority of them, their butt is hanging out the back of that skirt. That skirt is barely coming down, covering up their woof. And you want me to believe that these women en masse are afraid to walk outside. They're afraid to go places. They have to be hyper vigilant and look over their shoulders and peep around corners because their mind is playing tricks on them because some boogeyman might jump out and get them. Yeah, they look really concerned about that, going out scantily clad. Anytime a woman can put on outfits like these that I just showed you and walk about in public, there's no way any of you feminists and misandrists can convince me that these women are innocent little lambs and are afraid. And I'm not victim shaming here because I don't want any woman to experience RP3 or SA or anything of that nature. But what I'm saying, if you go below the surface, there's no way you're telling me these women are hyper scared or hyper fixated on their safety when they're going out half naked. See, this is the intellectual part that we have to analyze here. See, it's not just emotions. You have to be pragmatic. You have to see things in a proper context, the whole sphere of what's going on here. And what I see is a bunch of women, particularly online, radical black feminists, whether they are male or female, who want to control men. And the reason they want to control men is because they want the narrative to be that they're also godlike deities, that they're entitled to do whatever, whenever, and however they want, so much so that they shouldn't get any pushback. They shouldn't get any criticism. They want to live in a world where it ought to be and now how it should be. This is the should be delusion. Well, I should be able to go outside naked and nothing happens to me. I should be able to go anywhere and not have to worry about my safety. I should be able to go jogging at 2 a.m. in the morning and nothing happens to me. That's not the reality of the world we live in. We live in a world where there are bad people, both men and women, by the way, who do bad shit. And it's incumbent upon you to practice prevention, both men and women. See, I don't go to places where my life can be threatened. Not because I'm afraid of men, because I'm not stupid.
He ain't lying.
She like, Papi, I adore you. I'm like, baby, I ain't normal.
Should I keep going? I can show you 10s and 20s and 30s of videos like this. And the reason I keep doing this is because I'm going to keep beating this point home. These women are not afraid of the world they live in. They're not. And none of you can convince me that they are. These women are no more afraid of going outside half naked than they are to go inside and tell a man, no, you can't have my phone number. This is some of the most disingenuous conversation and dialogues I've seen in a while on social media. Y'all want to pretend, and I'm talking about you radical black feminists and misandrists online, y'all want to pretend that women are these innocent, weak little lambs, that they can't go outside because some big bad wolf is waiting to huff and puff and blow their skirt up. Y'all can't be serious. You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. Are there some bad men in this world? Absolutely. Are there some guys who are deranged perverts? Absolutely. But it's not the vast majority of men. And it's not the vast majority of men's responsibility to be vigilantes, to go around being pseudo law enforcement to protect women at the drop of a dime when they get into, quite frankly, scenarios, a lot of times, of their own volition and doing. If you're so afraid, then why are you going outside like this? I'll wait, because I have yet to have any of you answer this question truthfully, right? You claim that women are so afraid that they'd rather be alone with a bear in the woods than a man. But you go outside and it's 24 hours, 7 days a week club show. I don't even think some of this stuff y'all can wear in the nightclubs. Like, she can't even, I mean, she don't even have to bend over and her butt cheeks are hanging out the back of that. I'm going to have to censor this, by the way, when I post it. YouTube is not going to allow this. And you want to tell me, a woman, I literally have to censor her backside on a video, is afraid to go outside. When are y'all going to admit that y'all don't have discernment to tell what's appropriate and what's inappropriate? Or better yet, you don't care what's appropriate and what's inappropriate because you want to do what you want to do. And this whole narrative about women not being safe, this whole narrative about femicide, this whole narrative about nuclear rejection, men not taking rejection well, I should say, where y'all don't reject well. I've said that a number of times. Y'all want to make all this stuff, this propaganda, this fear-mongering, because y'all want something. What is it that y'all want? What's the end game? And see, I came across a post where these women were talking about what if society was matriarchal and black men just protected and shut up. And this is exactly what y'all want. Y'all just want protection and you want men to shut up and be quiet and do as they're told. So y'all will come up with all this lame shaming, fear-mongering, propaganda, hate trains, misery trains, all in an attempt to control what you fear. Men. You don't like men. You see men as things. You see men as objects. You don't see us as human beings. You see us as wild animals that need to be controlled. Because for decades upon decades, third and fourth wave feminism has told you that we're not humans. You've dehumanized us to the point where you don't see us for anything but a tool, a resource, something to exploit. But y'all want to sit up and continue to say, we're exploiting you. We objectify you. When to me, it seems pretty even. You've become the monsters you claim you fought. Congratulations. Y'all are the new men. Yeah, she looks afraid to go outside, doesn't she? She's going to wear that to the gym, by the way. A lot of you may say, well, she's fully clothed. Yeah, she is. But clearly you can see camel toe and an ample backside. My question would be, is this appropriate to wear in front of children? A lot of y'all will say, what's wrong with it? Would you allow this woman to be around your 5-year-old dressed like this? That's my question. Because there's times when this stuff is appropriate and when it's not appropriate. If she wants to go to a gym and wear this, if I was a gym owner, I would have a dress code. You can't come in here like this. And a lot of you may get mad at me and say, well, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I see everything wrong with it. Like I say, look at the front of this outfit, let alone when she turns around. I get it. Women want to be sexy. Women want to be Googled at. You know, they want to have attention. They want to be seen as this beautiful commodity that the men they desire would want to give them the world because they have these shapes and they have this aesthetic and this look. But there's a time and place for everything. Y'all are not going to convince me that a lot of this stuff isn't inappropriate. Like, there are literal times and places for all this stuff, and y'all pretend like y'all don't have the discernment to know that. This outfit, if she was going to a club, sure. I don't even think this outfit is appropriate for a gym, but I could just be an old guy prattling on. I know a lot of y'all will see this content and tell me to shut up, old guy, that I'm just out of touch. I get it. I get it. You think I'm just an old guy that doesn't know what's going on. Fine. Take that ageism shaming tactic. But know this, all chickens come home to roost. And a lot of y'all chickens are clucking up a fucking storm. Why? Why is she at a skating ring like this? I'm going to have to censor this as well because her butt cheeks are hanging out the back. Why? Are any of y'all going to argue with me and say this was appropriate for her to be dressed like this at a skating rink? I'm sure you are. I'm sure a lot of y'all will say, what was wrong? This is an environment for families. Like, it's not just a club. This is a place where kids are, older people, younger people. Why do y'all think it's nowhere is safe from y'all being inappropriate? Like, y'all believe y'all should go everywhere and have your ass hanging out. No discernment, no class, just tasteless. And y'all will be the first ones arguing over the fact that y'all aren't safe. You can't make this stuff up. Just cannot make it up. Again, why? Like, why? She's on social media dressed like this. Why? Why? And y'all would swear for Jesus that men objectify y'all. I've said it 100 times before. Y'all objectify yourselves. You're quite comfortable with your own objectification. You just don't like when the men you don't find sexually attractive objectify you. When are y'all just going to be honest about that? Y'all don't have any issues with a man you would find desirable objectifying you. The only time y'all have a problem with perceived objectification is when you don't find that guy attractive or sexually desirable. I just want y'all to be honest. Y'all can have all these idiotic stances y'all choose, but until y'all come to the table and be honest that this is nothing more than trying to control men you don't find attractive, I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say until y'all can be completely honest and just admit, hey, I like to be half naked. Hey, I like attention. I only want it from the men I find desirable. Say it, and say it with your chest, because until y'all say it, I don't want to hear nothing. Not a word, not a peep. Let me say this. This was gorgeous doll boxing in a thong and heels. Posted it to her social media account. Why? What was the point? Prove to me what was the point of her boxing, training, sparring in a thong and high heels. I'll wait, because I would love for y'all to get in the comments and tell me why she did this. But we all know why she did it. Sexual titillation. This is what drives content on her channel. Views, likes from lustful men and lustful women as well. This is what drives the traffic to her whack-ass content. Being half naked. 304 culture. Dotting and bopping it up. But y'all would want to convince me, say I'm a bad guy, say I'm victim blaming and victim shaming, because I simply can see the truth of what it is. Y'all desire this attention. You just want to be selective in who you get it from. I would be so glad when y'all can just admit that this is the truth, that you don't have a problem with anything going on with objectification, men hollering at you, men talking to you, men spending money on you simply for the relations, as long as it's a guy you find attractive. I just want y'all to be honest. I just really want y'all to be honest. And when y'all can be honest, we can move past this asinine dialogue and conversation and discord. But you won't, because y'all want to have the moral high ground. Y'all want to feign like you're being moralistic when you're simply just trying to control men you don't like. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. I'll catch y'all in the next one. 2 fingers. Peace. See y'all in the next one.
Like Jesus.
You think that what we're fighting about is stupid. Just cause you don't agree don't mean it's stupid. Lately communication feels so useless. If we don't got that obsessive love, then what are we doing? I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Made me feel like I'm a burden when I tell you how I'm hurting. No, you just say you're sorry to say you did. I ain't over it. So let me take my time and talk my shit till I'm over it. Ooh, if you don't want the heat, you should act right. I'll be talking about you in the past time when you say